How's it going, everyone? It is a beautiful windy evening in the garden. We've been under kind of a weird situation recently with the wildfires. It's been pretty smoky out, the air quality hasn't been the best, but the last couple days things have cleared up a little bit. We've had some rain and some strong winds, as I'm sure you can hear, and it's cleared up things a little bit, so hopefully everyone's staying safe. But nonetheless, we got some gardening to do today. We got to sow our beets. So if you saw in my last video, I harvested a whole bunch of garlic and I was so happy with how it turned out. And now we're moving on to the next step, which is going to be our fall crop. I know it's crazy to think about fall midway through July, but if you want to have succession planting and something's always ready in the garden, you always got to be thinking ahead. And beets are a perfect fall crop. So if we sow them today, hopefully we'll be harvesting them maybe late September, early October. So with that being said, let's get right in there and start sowing some beets. So as you can see, we've already prepped the bed by removing most of the pine needle mulch that we had down. There's still some left, so we're going to do our best to just clean it up, and then we're going to add some of our homemade compost. So let's start with just getting this bed a little cleaned up here. Well, that looks pretty good to me. We actually are going to just use the mulch along the back of the bed here, as it was getting quite muddy. There's no grass growing, and it'll help just make a little natural pathway there. But yeah, you know, is it perfect? No, there's still some mulch left in here, but you know, it's a garden, it's not a golf course, so it doesn't need to be too crazy. So anything that's left there will just decompose, and don't worry, it's not going to make your soil more acidic. You'd need a lot of pine needles in order to do that. So what we're going to do now is just add in our homemade compost, and then we'll get sowing. Alrighty, well, we got a few different varieties here, so I might as well try them all out and see what happens. So I'm just going to lay these out, and then we're going to get to sowing. So let's see how it turns out. Another little tomato update. Look at the size of some of the fruits on this one. I'm really excited to try some of these varieties. Some of them are just starting to ripen, so we're about to enter the prime of the growing season. Well, that's going to be it for this one. We got ourselves a little summer squash. Got some cucumbers that we'll probably pull off in a couple days. The onions are maybe a week away from harvest. Some of the necks are already breaking, so they're almost there. Also too, there's a few tomatoes ripening. We got a couple that are hopefully going to be ready soon. So make sure you stay tuned for some tomato reviews and some tomato taste testing. But nonetheless, we're about to enter the prime of the growing season here. As soon as we hit late July, early August, that's when everything's really going. And that's usually when the garden looks the best, come about mid-August or so. So we'll see how things turn out this year. I'm really hopeful that it's going to be a great season. And yeah, come along for the journey. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.